Hi, welcome back to our channel and back to the tutorial for DBMS. Today we discuss the basics of NoSQL database. That is introduction. That is what and why we need NoSQL and what is the difference between the NoSQL and SQL and the applications and features and so on. And NoSQL one of the best database were designed and helpful to handle the large amount of data. The data may be semi-structured or unstructured data also and lot of benefits there. Let's go for the starting of the NoSQL. So here we're going to see the history of DBMS technology, the database technology, followed by the motivation of NoSQL and benefits, limitations, and what is exactly now NoSQL and CAP theorem and types of NoSQL and some challenges also. So as of you know the basics of DBMS. So if you know the basics of DBMS and SQL, you can easily understand this video here tutorial. So here so really we have database where we have advantage like flat file systems there where helpful to keep data about a single entity together in a single record only. And limitation is there will be a difficulty when consider about the implementing the security controls here and chance of getting the duplicate data again here. And hierarchical data management systems once come to the point of these terms here it follows parent-child relationship only and the record stored in the form of records only, that is row column wise only. And once you finding a customer or such a customer in loan database, we need more steps and it has such entire record here. And you can come to the terms of network data management, there will be abilities there. That means it represents child and many-to-many relation and again have a chance of getting the duplicate data and maintaining program issues there and so on here. Then let's see the advantages here. So here, so first point is performance. Because when choosing the NoSQL, it will be accurate and perfect for handle the big data and also real-time analytics. And there will be high volume of applications here. Let's say example of Facebook here or Instagram also. And flexibility, so it always support dynamic schemas, dynamic schemas and multiple data types. And we see the before the end of session, we see the types of, so that means data types in the NoSQL also. And distributor and high availability because it always helpful and needed for maintain data availability where using the automatic replication and fault tolerance across cluster node here. And column based is there, key value based is there, and document based is there. Let's move on here. And why and let's go again highlighting here. So NoSQL database is general design because it always helps to handle large scale, flexible, and high performance data storage for modern applications. What are modern web applications and so on? And some of the example you can say MongoDB and Redis, Cassandra, and Neo4j. The purpose of MongoDB is it's always support the document-based database where storing the JSON-like documents and mainly utilized for content management and product data here. Then in memory key value store for fast access also Redis is there and cache generally used for caching and also session storage here. And Cassandra, when you have time, you can practice and go for the practice session also. And here there will be a column family store built for scalability and high availability also. This also need for big data system here. And Neo4j is one of the best graph database where optimized for finding the relationships and utilized for power direction and social networks and where go for the real-time applications. Then SQL. So another bit. Fine. So there will be a difference between the SQL and NoSQL. The first thing is structured. As you know, SQL is structured and tabular data model only. But once come to NoSQL, flexible data model where you can use documents or key value graphs concept and we can enhance for any web applications and always follow the vertical scaling only, but it support horizontal scaling because it help to improve the high performance. That is, it supports high performance computation. The reason only following the horizontal scaling here. And predefined schema only is there. A dynamic and schema. That means when you run the applications later, we can change the data dynamically also. And it will follow the a strong asset compliance. And these are relaxed and also support the asset partiality here. And very best for transactional application only. But these are very, very best for big data as well as real-time analytics here. And then example, you can say MySQL and PostgreSQL. And here you can say MongoDB, Cassandra, and Redis here. And motivations. Some of the motivations reason began using the NoSQL is it big data is there because it always support and need a lot of storage and there'll be a storage that is storing and querying concept is there. These are easily handled by the NoSQL concept. Example, you can say the Facebook only and Google also. Then scalability support the scalability cost wise and good and flexibility is there. And scale out and scale up, these are the scaling scale out is there. This we'll discuss the upcoming session if need. Then benefits. So once come to the benefits of relational database as of now, study the asset property everything and supports normalization and standard query language and vertical scaling also. This is about the SQL and compared to both, NoSQL is the best one. And limitations. So there will be a drawbacks and limitation RDBMS like because your joins are very, very expensive and so expensive and so hard to scale horizontally also. Then what is NoSQL? So the abbreviation of the abbreviation of NoSQL is not only SQL. And these are introduced in the year of 2019 and it's an example for non-relational database. And then mainly focus on utilize and design for use big data as well as the real-time web applications. And some of the advantages. That means it always helps to handle the semi-structured and unstructured data easily. And data models also no there is no predefined data schema here and support the horizontal, not only vertical, sorry, not only vertical, support the horizontal scaling also to improve the high performance and avoid overhead of asset transactions and there will be complexity also and the issues of query also resolved here. And cap theorem. Here there are three terms are important. That is so here first one is consistency and next one is the availability and next one is the partial tolerance. These are the new terms we are discussing with the NoSQL concept. Okay. Here consistency means what? The client may read the same data easily and availability means data to be available for all time and partial tolerance means data to be partitioned where divided and across network segments due to network fails also. Here later we discuss everything. So these are very helpful and follow the uh, concept of acid properties also. And there are I delete it. Yeah, no confusion. So there are many types of NoSQL is there. One is called a key value paired and followed by the next one is the column based, another document based, another graph based here. Key value based. This generally concept data model where concept key comma value pairs. This is the syntax and the basics of key value paired pairs. And the dictionary is there. This consists of a collection of records where having the field like containing data and these records easily retrieved easily and some example you can say Oracle NoSQL and React it is there where you can store and get the information user of a file very easily here. Then column based. So here there is an row, all are column basically. See you can see in the diagram. So column 1, column 2, column 3 and again column 1, column 2 and this also helpful to understand and work with the any database here. And example Cassandra, HBase, and DynamoDB like that, and document basis. So here, as I know, it's like network structure following the document 1, followed by document 2, and document 3, and so on. Here, it can easily send and retrieve the documents very fast, and it follow the concept of key value pair only, as in the previous one. And example, you can say Lotus Notes, OrientDB, and so on. Then graph based. So this also very useful for developing the dynamic web applications, where it helps to store the data in the form of entity, and relationship between the entities are also nodes, and edges of graph also in every here. And example is the Neo4j and FlockDB like that. Is some challenges like there will be changes like transaction processing, query processing is there, and security is there. So at last we can conclude here. RDBM is just a tool for solving the asset property, but No is a best and a very good tool for solving the data availability issues also. And when you need support dynamic queries, it's not up to the mark. That is not good way. And this will help you to scale based on the changing requirements also. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that today understand what is NoSQL and why we need, what are the advantages of SQL, and what are the drawbacks of, sorry, what are the advantages of NoSQL, and what are the drawbacks of MySQL, and what are the reason and special reason moving towards the NoSQL and so on. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you.